Good evening, everyone. Welcome to number 7 in my video series during this coronavirus pandemic, entitled These Are a Few of My Favorite Songs. Today marks a week that I have been doing this, and as I was thinking about my Sappy Saturday song, one song really came to mind. And it means a lot to me because when I was young, one of my very favorite characters was Kermit the Frog, and I also loved Miss Piggy. I loved the Muppet movie. It came out in the 70s when I was still a kid, and I was just, all about it. But then when I got a little older and I went to college, I became very close with my oldest niece, who was maybe 3 or 4 years old at the time, and I taught the Rainbow Connection to her, the Kermit the Frog song from the Muppet movie, and she and I would sing it together a lot. And so it holds, definitely a very special place in my heart for many reasons, but I love it, and I think that it is a beautiful song of hope and dreams and wishes, and who can't use that right now? So I want to tell you a little bit about the song. As I said, it was from the Muppet movie, which was a 1979 film, and the people who were asked to write the music for the movie are the same two that wrote several of the songs from the 1976 film A Star is Born, and that is Paul Williams and Kenneth Asher. Paul Williams has been quoted as saying that his favorite line from this song is, "Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that and someone believed it, and look what it's done so far." And he goes on to say that the reason that he feels that line is the most important line in the song and why it really resonates with him is because he says it implies that there is power in your thoughts. So, would that be true, that there be power in our thoughts? And let's all think really hard right now about what is going on in this crazy world we're living in, and think about how we can be safe and protect others and help those that are on the front lines doing that protecting, and those who have essential jobs that they have to go to, and be mindful and thoughtful on how you can be a part of ending this sooner, because right now we're faced with an awful lot of doom and gloom, a lot of reports of how many cases and how many deaths, and that it just keeps rising, and that the way we can help is to stay home and keep our distance. But we can connect through the internet like this. We don't have to keep our distance in this way, and we can think about things together and brainstorm together and lighten each other's loads a bit, even if it's just in a simple way of singing a song to bring a smile to someone's face. I wore green. Normally I would have had on my Kermit the Frog t-shirt, which is my very, very, very favorite t-shirt that I've owned forever, but I haven't seen it in months, maybe even more than that. It's buried somewhere in all of my stuff, and so I know it's really shocking for those of you who know me, but I thought at least I could be in green in Kermit mode. So I did want to say also something else I thought was interesting about this piece is that the American Film Institute, when they did their 100 years of 100 songs that they thought were the best film songs ever. This song was in that list. It was number 74, but it was in the list. So I thought that was really cool. It has been recorded by over 24 famous singers, including Willie Nelson, of all people, a couple of times actually, once as a duet. I can't even remember who he sang it with. But anyway, my favorite, besides the original with Kermit, of course, is the Jason Mraz version. It's awesome. But anyway, this is the Rainbow Connection, and is my way to be connected to you this evening, and hope you enjoy. So here we go. Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it, and look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep, and have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La da da dee da da do, la da 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 dee da da do. All right, everybody, stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow. This coming week, all week, a little twist on this. These are a few of your favorite songs, because I've had several people do some requests. So for Sacred Sunday tomorrow, it will be a request, and all week long, it will be filled with people's requests, and then the following week we'll go back to some of my favorite songs. So, all right, see you tomorrow, and have a good night.